Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a great one lined up for you today. FTX, Coinbase ditching transaction fees. Well, we're going to talk about it. Another mayor being paid in Bitcoin. XRP on mainstream news, and we got something for you. And Hester Peirce and Valerie Sispanic from the SEC. How about ETHgate? Can we talk about that for a second? We got Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, Bank of America, JPM, Bitcoin prediction, and all I can say is, whoa. And XRP, $10 to $20. The TA experts aren't budging. We'll talk about it. And Raoul Pal from Real Vision is going to tell us this ain't no 2017, 2018 bull run, baby. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove and everything that we're talking about here today. Let's get into it. Lots to cover today. $2.7424 trillion for cryptocurrency market cap. Good morning, everybody. It is November 5th this morning, 2021. Bitcoin is at $61,650 plus. Ethereum at $4,500 plus. Solana is $238.27 this morning. And we see Cardano at $2 flat. And XRP is at $117, sitting in the wings. Are we about to see a new all-time high for it in the next coming weeks, maybe even a month or so? We'll keep an eye on it. We're going to hear from TA experts before we get out of here today. Right now, we see the range of XRP prices at 116.37 at the bottom, and at the top, it's 121.57. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this right here. 4% of the people in the USA have quit their jobs because of crypto gains, and the vast majority made under $50,000. Look, not financial advice, but bad decision making right here. You know, let me say this, and this is from my perspective that I'm sharing here, and I know that a lot of people hearing my voice are in the same mindset. And I'm speaking to you and anyone else considering this kind of approach. Really think it out. Really think it out. Do you want to be in this space or invest in anything, no matter what you choose to invest in, and have it impact your life or have it change your life? This is why I always tell you about Link2, private investing made simple. We are, I believe, moving into, and it has begun, the .com era for crypto. And this company makes it easier for anyone who is accredited to be able to participate in the purchasing of private equity. I don't want to get a little bit of money like the 4% of people here and then quit my job. I want to get a little bit of money and diversify from crypto and use it as the ability to invest in private equity of the blockchain crypto companies and the other great products in other sectors, to diversify and have the opportunity to participate in these private companies, because I know today that diversification is a good idea, for one, and two, there's a lot of private companies that stay private longer before they actually IPO. And I'm looking to change and transform my and my family's life. I'm telling you, that's why I tell you about this all the time. Let's be forward thinking about our investments and not have that shortfall. You know, the only thing worse than not having money in this world is having a little bit of it and then messing it up. Let's move on right here, and shout out to Link2 and the whole family out there. They're wonderful, wonderful people. Make sure you reach out to them and find out if you're accredited. This is Michael Val 5 Links. It says crypto exchange FTX has formed a partnership with the University of Kentucky Wildcats basketball team. Well, that isn't all, ladies and gentlemen. They say the partnership will not see players paid in crypto, but players will get access to FTX debit cards and NFT services. We know FTX has been pulling very, very big people from the sports world, and I believe they just recently bought a huge Super Bowl ad. So watch out. Crypto is about to be brought to the masses in large order. Take a look at this right here. Coinbase must believe that Bitcoin's going up here in the near term. Coinbase users can borrow $1 million on the exchange using their Bitcoin as collateral, whilst paying as little as $10 monthly. Now, if that isn't a coin exchange being bullish, because if they thought the market was going to go down, I don't think you'd see that offering. And here's another little trick here. Now, I like the sound of this as long as the subscription fee is not too high. Coinbase is reportedly testing a subscription-based model that allows users to pay zero trading fees. The service will also offer extended customer support and greater coverage if one's account is hacked. Now, I like this kind of structuring here. This is another bullish sign that tells me they see so many people flooding into their platform signing up that, hey, why don't we do a subscription fee, keep them on the platform because they're subscribed, and let's get away from the transaction fee. Just pay a monthly subscription and you're in here and you get some extra benefits too. I kind of like it if it's not too crazy. But check this out, because when it comes to adoption, take a look at what's going on here. This is how serious he is about attracting blockchain and crypto companies to New York. And this is number 2 because we saw this in Miami as well. Shout out to Michael again. Newly elected Mayor Eric Adams pledged to take his first 3 paychecks in Bitcoin. Shout out to Eric Adams. Bring it on into New York. And I know there's so many people from New York right now listening to this. They have been held back largely from being able to participate in crypto the way the rest of us can. Now, this here is mainstream media, ladies and gentlemen, and they're talking about crypto and they talk about XRP. They mentioned the lawsuit, why it's even in a better lineup here. Listen to this. You won't believe it.
Which one they thought was the riskiest, and Shiba Inu takes the cake there. Obviously, very risky asset, but a lot of very, very big returns, especially lately, but super volatile along with the rest of them. Following that, you have Dogecoin, you have Bitcoin following that, and then you get down to the Litecoins and the Ethers of the world, but it's those new coins, and we didn't have Squid in there because it came out of nowhere, obviously, but Shiba Inu, the one they find the riskiest, yet that's the one that has all the attention on it lately because of those crazy gains and the volatility. So they know there's risk there. And Liz, interestingly enough, our readers also said that the biggest risk to crypto prices in general is more regulation. They're afraid and they think the market itself is risky, but they think more regulation will be bad for prices. So quite a paradox among crypto investors who read Investopedia.
Before they go on, and there's a great comment we're getting ready to hear, just two points I want to make. One, meme coins don't have a use case. So be very careful out here if you're investing in these things. One of the nice rule of thumbs that I like to use is imagine if trading was eliminated on what you hold today. There's no more trading accessible and you just hold it. Will your asset continue to go up because of the people that are using it and the use case that it is for, that it solves a problem for an industry or business or service? If you can't answer yes to that, you may want to reconsider what it is you're holding on to. Number 2, it's not that crypto people don't want more regulation. It's what kind of regulation. We don't want these to be securities if they're commodities. That's the problem. So we want regulation. We want a fair market. We want a regulated market, most of us out here. But I don't want to see these assets hindered by regulation from the wrong agency. Let's keep listening.
That's what surprises me, because you have Bitcoin in the number 3 position. It's XRP that actually has a lawsuit against it by the Securities and Exchange Commission, the big regulator. So what's at the heart of the thinking that Bitcoin is more risky than XRP?
I think people hear stories, and they hear stories and anecdotes from friends of friends, or my uncle bought it and lost all of his money, or he couldn't find the password. Right. So they think it's risky inherently. And let's be clear, these are risky coins. These are risky tokens. These are risky assets, not backed by much. So I get that. But the fact that you have Bitcoin in the 3rd position here, it's only 9%, but still people finding it very risky after returns like what we've seen in the past year, in the past 3 years, in the past 10 years. Very interesting. And they're afraid of more regulation. At the same time, they feel like they may need it. The industry might need it to make it safer for retail investors to participate. What a paradox. What an interesting time for this new asset class, Liz.
Yes.
It is a new interesting time for this new asset class. And, let's talk about that because we are being sued, over Ripple and XRP by the SEC. And SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce said that there are many different governing bodies competing to lead digital asset regulation. Well, let me tell you, my next video that I'm going to drop is going to be a spotlight on the United States Treasury and some very, very new and absolutely bullish statements coming from them on crypto. They're setting the record straight. You're going to want to hear every bit of it. But we also see not only Hester Peirce here, who we know disagrees largely with Gary Gensler about there being clarity, and she believes there is not a lack of clarity, and so does Elad Roisman from the SEC. But here is actually Valerie Sispanik from the SEC trying to actually make any sense of the approach from the SEC, which makes no sense at all. Check this out.
We're trying not to regulate in a way that has picking winners and losers in technology or a certain technology and pushing that. We're trying to be technology neutral to allow the innovation to happen so that...
Remember, she said we're trying to be technology neutral now. Remember that. Remember that.
There's more than one solution. There's more than one business model. We want to encourage a lot of that kind of activity to take place, and it's not our role to direct how that takes place.
Really interesting. Let's stop there because I want to play this clip for you, for which some of you may have heard, but for the sake of time, let me play this for you. And please read the caption, the closed caption, as it's happening. You will hear some bad audio, and then you'll hear some clear audio. You know how this goes sometimes, but this is very important because if they're not picking winners and losers, we need to understand why Ethereum got a unique advantage. And don't give me the story that they registered in Switzerland as a product and a good, and this gave them the workaround with the SEC, because the fact of the matter is that they still raised money, and that is an unregistered security. And here you're going to hear what is very much being described as what appears to be a criminal activity. I'm not a lawyer, and I'm 12 years shy of a law degree, but you decide.
Make their own decisions, make their preparations, and then we want to make sure that we're not at a conference when the sale is on.
We want to make sure we're not at a conference when the sale is on. Keep listening.
So we don't want to do two major things at the same time.
Okay.
So either before or after.
Okay. Mike.
Will there be a limited valuation up for sale?
Now, he's going to get the question repeated, so you will hear that. But just understand that this is about the early days of Ethereum's fundraise and how they're raising money. And you're going to hear Joseph Lubin explain how you can evade and use pseudonymous names and fake identities to be able to participate and offer even more money without it looking like you're doing something that should be registered with the SEC.
Yeah, Mike's asking, will there be a limit on the amount that the person could invest in Ethereum?
A person can buy from any number of different identities. We may limit the size, the unit size of a sale, just to make it easier to disguise. Let's say if you're a whale and you want some privacy, you can buy 50,000 units, and so nobody scares people with an enormous initial purchase.
So you can disguise your identity if you're a whale and you want to be able to participate and put more money in without somebody realizing that it's the same individual putting even more and more money in. Now, I come back to this and say to myself, Valerie Sispanik says that they're not trying to pick winners and losers. She says that they're not trying to be anything other than technology neutral. How in the world does this information sit out here, and yet Ethereum gets a unique advantage that billions of dollars in projects have now been launched off of the Ethereum network based on that unique advantage that they've gotten from the SEC and the workaround they claim to have a paper in their pocket for to get around. The fact of the matter is the SEC's told us time and time again that when it comes to American investors, wherever you are in the world, if you're doing something that touches the American investor, you're touching U.S. laws and regulation. However, we've yet to see that kind of accountability brought to this organization. Let's keep moving for the sake of time, because isn't it funny that Ripple's being sued? If it wasn't so much money involved, it would be absolutely funny, but it's not. Ripple CEO calls for guidance and clarity from Congress ASAP, and I agree with him here. And I tell you this, I find it really, really just, where is the polarity in this world? When you're being sued by the SEC market agency, right? The market regulator is suing you, and the person that's being sued is actually calling for guidance and clarity. Usually you're being sued and that person isn't saying anything and they're scared to talk to press and they're only staying in-house to their lawyers. But in this case, they're saying, please, Congress, help here. The SEC is being a bully in what they're doing by truly picking winners and losers here. And a reminder to the effort and to the look, if you want to understand that Ripple's pointed true north here in getting a solution that not only works for Ripple, the blockchain infrastructure company, and XRP, the native asset to the XRP ledger, but also for the entire crypto space. Take a look at this. Australian senator says clear crypto regulations will come and it will be introduced within a year. Well, you have to add to that Australia goes to the list of countries that have woken up to the fact that regulatory uncertainty must be tackled with a sense of urgency to retain and develop jobs and growth in the crypto asset economy. Now its senators are working within the industry participants. This is Stuart Alderati from the Ripple legal team, and it's also Susan Friedman from Ripple and also Susan Friedman on the Digital Pound Foundation that are talking about the fact that Australia policymakers recognize the potential of crypto, necessity of regulatory clarity for the new emerging tech sector, and Ripple's recommendations have been adopted to the regulatory framework for Australia and their policy. So they're getting sued here, but their vision and their goal and their understanding of this space and their ideas and suggestions are being adopted into the framework of another country around the world. Now you tell me what's backwards here. Let's keep moving. Bank of America COO says crypto could add value to banks. I say to myself, welcome to the party, my friend. He says, I believe some of the things that are happening today will provide technological jump that allow banks to be more efficient, less errors, be compliant. Bank of America CEO Tom Montag said about crypto during Chainalysis event Thursday in New York City. So we look forward to figuring out a way to best use it and have it be a part of our system. Well, this is where I remind you right now that the Bank of America also has a patent that shows Ripple and DLT in its technology. That is what's up. Now take a look at this, because now we start to move into some price talk here. JP Morgan renews its long-term price target for Bitcoin of $146,000 per Bitcoin. Now, I got to tell you, come on in. Look, I hold Bitcoin, I hold Ethereum, I hold XRP, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Not financial advice. But look, I want to see all boats rise. But I also believe we need regulation to happen for that to take place. Look here. Prominent cryptocurrency analyst Credible Crypto, who we cover here with many other amazing people, has reaffirmed his prediction for XRP, revealing he believes the cryptocurrency is due for a massive breakout in the near future based on its price chart. Let's take a look here. As Crypto Globe reported, the analyst has been bullish on cryptocurrency for months now. In June, Credible Crypto predicted the price of XRP was likely near a bottom when trading against Bitcoin and saw it outperform the flagship cryptocurrency in the near future. In August, the pseudonymous analyst revealed he expected price of XRP to trade between $20 and $30 later this cycle. His prediction was based on XRP's abrupt 1,000% surge in 2017 rally when it moved to a new all-time high above $3. I have to tell you, come on in. That's what I got to say to that. I'm ready for it, and I know you all are too. And here's a final thought right here. Real Vision interview with November 3rd with Raoul Powell, who I have a great amount of respect for here. Would love to have him as a guest on this channel. Predicted that the current bull run won't end in December like it did in the previous years of 2015, 2017, and instead will extend to sometime between March and June. Now, how about that? Having a bull cycle that continues not for 26 days, but for several months. I don't know, but I tell you, things are looking up, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to do it for me. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, leave a comment below, and share with somebody you know. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Check out all the links in the description box and the comment section. The only thing better than buying crypto is buying tax-free crypto, and you can do that with I Trust Capital. Make sure you check out all the links, and I'll catch you on the next one.